Hello, everybody. My name is Cameron Dukes. I am from Shepherdsville, Kentucky. I just recently moved to Navarre, Florida, and I am a quarterback and team captain here at Lindsey Wilson College on the football team. I first want to start off by saying thank you for getting this opportunity to speak and be a part of L3. The first time that it was brought to my attention was I was a freshman on campus here. We had just got out of a football meeting. I was going through Twitter and seeing the list of students that were being recognized for their leadership skills and, things that they've done in leadership roles here on campus. And they were going to be a part of the banquet, receiving awards for that. I was like, man, this is definitely something that I want to be a part of and, be recognized for as my leadership abilities. And, so I've always took pride in that and worked towards that. And so for me to have this opportunity to speak and be a part of L3, it's a great honor of mine. And I just want to say thank you again for that. When my name was brought up for this, and Dean Schmidt had mentioned my name, and it's just an honor to me to be recognized as a leader in any way that I can. I know I'm not the most vocal person, and I don't really pride myself on being a vocal leader all the time. I think that I've always wanted to be more of a lead by example type of leader, and I never wanted to be the kind of guy that would always say we need to do this, we need to do that, and never go through with the commitment and me showing that ability that I was going to do those same things that I was preaching. So I think I've always prided myself on working and work ethic and always pushing myself to be a better person for those around me. And so he also brought up adaptability and what I could discuss in this video. And so I think it was a perfect topic to discuss with, everything that's going on with coronavirus and, the way the world's changing every day. Whenever, coronavirus first hit, it was spring for us. We were going through spring football, and spring break came around, and we went on break, and we got the email that we were going the rest of the semester online and that we weren't returning. And so, we weren't going to be back until August, if all things went well. And, luckily we were able to come back in that time. Come back in that time. And so, whenever that arose, we had to find ways to stay connected and to adapt to those situations because, we didn't want to just say, we're done with football until then. Just speaking on personal experience with coronavirus. And so our head coach, Chris Oliver, another great leader, somebody that I followed and learned a lot of the stuff that I do through my leadership through him. He connected the team through Zoom meetings. And so, once a week we were calling as a group, our position group. So quarterbacks would meet, running backs would meet. And then, other times we just had random calls. And so, we were meeting, talking about, what we were doing individually to, hold each other accountable in a way. And I think it's so important to do is, personal accountability, not just letting, things go by just because you can't interact with people. You can't, people aren't watching you all the time. I think it's so important to be able to hold yourself accountable and hold yourself to the highest standard possible. And, we were doing that with those video calls. You didn't want to let the person down next to you whenever your name was called to talk about what you were doing throughout the week. And, not only that, but I think a big aspect of, what was going on through, coronavirus and not being able to interact socially, mental side of people was being impacted as well. And, Coach Oliver did a great job with, just making sure we were okay mentally as well, just checking in on us, cracking jokes with us and, making us laugh and doing things like that. And so when I thought about, what could I do personally as a leader, was, like I said, hold myself accountable and, reflecting as well on everything that I had done in the past, as a leader, as a player, as a person. And, that's one thing that I thought about through the time away from everything. The time to myself was, how do I want to grow as not only a player, but as a leader. And so I took that time to start picking up books, reading more, And I asked Coach Oliver about, books that he recommended because I knew that he had read a lot. And so he gave me a few books to read during that time, and it helped me grow as a leader in those ways. And so just increasing my knowledge of that, increasing my knowledge of the game through books, through film, through different things like that. And I think what helped me so much personally through, this hard time that we were going through with coronavirus was, being able to stay optimistic. I've always been an optimistic person. I always try to find the light in every situation. And so I think that helped me, push through. Even, not every day is going to be a great day. I realize that, some days are going to be harder for others than it might be for me. And, I definitely have had those hard days, but, being able to find the positives in each day, I think helped me grow, helps me, reflect, helps me push forward and keep going and come out on top of situations better than when I went into them. And so I think the biggest thing that I would like to leave this video and everybody, listening and taking their time out to listen to this video is, always try to find the positives in every situation. If you can, go into a situation that might not seem like it's going to be great, if you can try to find, that one thing that, you can take out of it that makes you a stronger person, makes you grow, I think that's so important to do in times like this and whenever you're adapting. And so, again, thank you for this. Thank you for the opportunity. And I look forward to the Q&A Zoom meeting coming up very soon. So thank you all very much and have a great rest of your day.